Oh, I'm so sorry. And now it's blurry. Um, oh my goodness. Okay, give me a second. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, still don't get where the rest of this is. Okay, I'm gonna just make, because it's all 15, 16. Okay, it's not like on the inside. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna just do the next one, 16. How the frick do I open this? Ugh. Oh, another hand cream. Hopefully it's not. Oh, candy apple. I love apple. I love apple. I hate hand cream. Let's see if this is somewhere in between. Another little tab. I hate those because they're so... It got in my mouth. Oops. I will say it doesn't taste too bad. So if you're looking for something to eat and you already have this lotion, oh no, I put too much on. Okay. It smells good. And it's lotion. So if you need lotion, it's a lotion. So I don't really have much to say about it. I finished Handmaid's Tale. I'm now reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's definitely, what's it called, not my demographic, but so far I've had super funny moments. I'm in like 100 pages, and so it's, I think, more of a comedy, like dystopia comedy, sci-fi fantasy, and like, yeah. And I have these tabs I got from Walmart. They're holographic and metallic and shiny. This one is a very light pink. You might not be able to tell because it just looks silver compared to the rest of them. Oh my goodness. How do I? Yeah. But it's like a very light pink. I've also done this thing. I crochet, just so you know. And oh my gosh. I'm making this. Each level represents how 100 pages I've read. The color signifies what book I've read. So at first, I put too many layers on the blue square. This was supposed to be the murder of Mr. Wickham, and it only had 300 pages. This had 400 pages, and it was The Late Mrs. Willoughby. This was Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. It had 700 pages. This is Handmaid's Tale. I'm still doing it. So far, it only has 200 pages, but it's a 300-page book. I would recommend it. I will say it's really slow but really fast at the same time. Like, there's like 5 chapters dedicated to shopping, but like there's only one, maybe 2 chapters dedicated to like actual action. It's very slow, but like you're reading so much of it because you just enjoy it so much. So for then it's like super fast because I was through the book in like a week. And I donated it to my little library in the neighborhood. Yeah. Oh, Directive 8020 came out. That was really fun. I will say I do not love this sneaking sections, and I felt like there needed to be more quick time events. I also missed the curator. Where Where is he? I need a sassy old man telling me what I did wrong. Also, where were the prophetic pictures? I also love the plot twist. I will say most game of those games have a plot twist, except for The Devil in Me. I'm like, what was the plot twist in that one? Spoilers for Devil in Me, but I think the plot twist was that he's not actually H.H. Holmes. But I thought everyone already knew that. And it wasn't like super well revealed. I guess maybe he came back to life. And that was the plot twist. But The Devil in Me, I felt it was really good, but it just didn't have enough. It didn't have the plot twist that you go into every Dark Pictures game for. Man of Medan. Okay, I'm gonna spoil all the plot twists for all the games. Man of Medan. The plot twist was it's all a hallucination. For Lil Hope, the plot twist is this is all traumatic, defensive mechanism, and he's not really experiencing all of this. And maybe also William Carver is the villain. What was the next one? House of Ashes. Plot twist: the vampires are aliens. The next plot twist: Devil in Me. It doesn't have a plot twist. Directive 8020. You are cloned, and yeah, you are cloned, and the government and like the space program knows it, and you're not getting off that planet because you were never meant to get off that planet. And that was really fun. I will say it's the first game I didn't make it all the way through. I had to watch someone's playthrough of it. Simply because I didn't really want to. There were too many sneaking sections, and also I just didn't have the motivation. Usually when Dark Picture games come out, well, I say that, and I've only done that for like 2 years in a row. Or not 2 years, but like 2 times. But when a Dark Pictures game comes out, I buy it day of, and then I go home, I put it in my PS4 or 5, and then I just sit down, and for the rest of the day I'm playing it. And Directive 8020 is the first one I didn't do that for, because I got the game super late in the day, and my bedtime is at 8 o'clock, self-imposed. And the game, my game crashed on me in the middle of it. No, it didn't crash on me, it glitched on me. I got through the tutorial prologue section. Also, why wasn't it called prologue? Because it's the prologue. Why was it called chapter 1? Either way, the prologue section, and it just like did that thing where I pressed continue, and then it showed me the exit scene of chapter 2. And then I pressed continue, and then it kept on going until I got to the exit scene of chapter 8, and I was like, I gotta play it all over again? I didn't want to do that, but I did that. What else do I have to say? Oh, I can't believe the Asian lady from Man of Medan. She's a main character in this, which is exciting because we saw her, what's it called? Mocap actress. We saw her like only in like Man of Medan, which was like 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? I think it was 2018. So if it's 2018, then that was 8 years ago. Like, so 10 years ago. And then we just never saw her again. And it was like, what's going on? But for the rest of the games, you always see the old models. So like, you know, when going into it, you know you're going to see the same 5 or 10 models. And it's really fun because you're constantly playing the game of like, who is that actor? I know them from somewhere. And you know the somewhere is just a previous Dark Pictures game. Was Fliss? Wait, no, Fliss wasn't a new actor. because in the games they always have one like specific actor who is brand new to the games. Um, like I never know any of their names because they're just not memorable, except for William Poulter. I saw an interview with him for the Little Hope game, and it was pretty funny. Um, oh, it was so not disturbing, but shocking to see Megan's actor from Little Hope just show up again in uh, Directive 8020, and she hadn't aged a day, and it's just like, whoa. Are you just like an immortal child, a computer child? What is going on? Oh, and that makes me think he's never seeing his child again. Well, technically, he is seeing his child again because the version of him that's in the real world is seeing his child like probably daily. But the clone version of him isn't seeing his child. And it's kind of like fucked up that they just have all those videos of their family members on the television, and they're always kind of like tormenting all the clones, being like, you're gonna see him again, but you're probably not. That's wild. That is just straight up wild. Also, why weren't there like more people for the wake up crew? Because what if both of we see this, both of them die, but and like there should be like a doctor who's also awake, or maybe even 3 doctors who are also awake, and like 5 backup crew members who are also awake, just to make sure things go smoothly. But I guess things aren't supposed to be going smoothly because that's just how, that's the plot twist, that's how it works. Anyway, I've been talking for way too long.